Hello, BookTube. A little bit of a catch-up video for BookTube and AuthorTube. A book haul. Discuss a little bit what I've been reading. So a very, very beautiful day today in New England, here in Vermont. Cold, but not terribly so. In the 20s Fahrenheit. And sunny. So I had to go to work today, and this is Saturday, and it was a day where just a whole bunch of work seemed to get done. So it was a very nice thing. So when I got home, instead of going right to the NaNoWriMo and writing, my wife and I went out. We had a few errands to run, and we stopped by a charity shop, and I did pretty good. Everything was a quarter. So I spent $2.25, and I did well. So I thought I'd show you those first. So the first thing I got was 4 volumes of these Dragonlance books. And the first one is The Legend of Huma, Heroes, Volume 1 by Richard A. Knack. I have not read these. I read the old, what was it, Chronicles? Yeah, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. Second one here by Stormblade Heroes, Volume 2 by Nancy Varian Berberick. This one had some gnawing on it. I grabbed them so fast that I didn't look. So we will see on that. Volume 3, which is Weasel's Luck, by Heroes Volume 3, Weasel's Luck by Michael Williams. And then Heroes Volume 4, again by Richard A. Knack, and this is Kaz the Minotaur. So let me see what they say here. To the west Huma Road, to the high Claris Tower. On the back of the Silver Dragon, and the path of their flight crossed over a desolate country, where the dead walked only, mouthing the names of dragons. For the first time in the best-selling Dragonlance saga, here is the legend of Huma, fabled hero of the lance, his mysterious origins and his oath to the measure, treachery among the knights of Solamnia, his love for the Silver Dragon, the fated showdown between the Queen of Darkness and the forces of Paladine. And then the second one is deep in the cavern kingdoms of Thorbarden. The powerful Stormblade is secretly crafted by an elderly dwarf master, a king's sword. It is intended to break the deadlock among the ruling council of Thanes. The third one is Weasel's Luck was not always good. Galen Pathwarden, known unaffectionately as the Weasel, will give anything to stay clear of adventure, danger, or heroism. And then the last one is But the Beastman, scorned and hunted, knows without honors there is nothing, not even death. So driven by the only ghosts that matter, Huma and himself, Kaz faces the scourge. So 4 volumes that I haven't read. One that's not in greatest shape, but like for a quarter, it's not a big deal. Then again, Dragonlance. A couple volumes, odd volumes that I found, but thought would be good to get. This is the Kaganesti, The Lost Histories, Volume 1 by Douglas Niles. Here, the Age of Light, Forest Cover Ansalon. Under the legendary Sylvanos, the elves of Krynn begin to tame the wilds and raise their crystal cities. But as the elder wild Kaganos journey towards a mystical encounter high in the mountains, he knows that, for his tribe, the woodlands must remain their eternal home. And then the next one here is Volume 3 in Heroes 2. So I'll hunt down these other ones before I read this. This is Michael Williams. And this is Galen Benighted. So and let's see. Becoming a knight has changed the Weasel very little. Galen Pathwarden is still reluctant to adventure, still out to save his own skin at virtually any cost. But when his brother Brithhelm vanishes mysteriously, Galen sets aside his better judgment and embarks on a quest that leads under the earth deep into a conspiracy of darkness and to the end of his courage. This is a exciting sequel to the top-selling Weasel's Luck, which is this is volume 3 of Heroes, and this is Heroes 2 volume 3. So, and it's a sequel. So there's a logic to these things I'm going to have to work at. Then I found a couple Star Trek, which is always good, always good. The first one here is number 62, Star Trek Death Count, a new novel by L.A. Graff. The saboteur is loose on the USS Enterprise. The disappearing of the Andorian scientific genius Muav Haslev fuels tensions between the Orions and Andorians, tensions that come dangerously close to full-scale war. Captain Kirk and the crew of the USS Enterprise are called to Starbase Sigma 1, located on the edge of Andorian Orion space. The Andorian Orion, that's fun to say. To patrol the sector as a deterrent to hostilities. On arrival, the crew encounters an inexplicable series of events, beginning with missing equipment and shipboard malfunctions. After a deadly transporter accident, Kirk suspects sabotage, suspicions that are confirmed by the mysterious murders of 3 Federation officials. Now, Kirk and crew must put together the fragmented pieces of the puzzle before the Starship Enterprise faces destruction and the galaxy faces interplanetary war. And then another Star Trek. This is a hardback by William Shatner. It's The Ashes of Eden. And there he is. I'm very excited to find this. Somebody had a card. I don't know what this means. For almost 3 decades, millions of television... No, you don't know that. Let's see. The time, 6 months prior to the launch of the USS Enterprise 1701B and the tragic loss of Captain James T. Kirk in deep space. The place, Earth, where the galaxy's most renowned hero must now face the specter of retirement and a life devoid of challenge and excitement. But in the apparent twilight of his career, Kirk's path takes an unexpected turn when a mysterious young woman offers him an irresistible adventure. A perilous voyage to an uncharted planet where he will confront the ultimate threat to the fragile peace between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. And the ultimate temptation, a chance to actually recapture his youth. Oh, there you go. This thing came out, when did this come out? This came out in 1995. June of 1995. So a Star Trek novel. And then the last part of the book haul is a Clive Cussler, and this is Clive Cussler and Dirk Pitt revealed, and it's by Clive Cussler and Craig Durdo. So it's Clive Cussler and Dirk Pitt revealed. Sort of weird because the type was a little different. Threw me a bit. Big thick thing. Got photos. So if you're a Clive Cussler fan, and I am, it looks like, let's see how this thing's laid out. Come on, open up. So this is a pocketbook, and it came out in 1998. So it has introduction, it has foreword by Arnold Stern, introduction, the reunion, an interview with Clive Cussler, the Clive Cussler car collection, which is amazing. On the older books, you see pictures of him standing with his cars. The advanced Pitt trivia, the dedications, and brief synopsis of the Dirk Pitt novels, and goes from Pacific Vortex all the way through Flood Tide. It has nonfiction, The Sea Hunters, which I have, and then it has a concordance of Dirk Pitt novels. Continuing characters, the world of Numa, and then it has each book. Answers to advanced Pitt trivia, and prologue to the book Atlantis Found, which I also have over there. So, yeah, this is pretty neat, huh? For you Clive Cussler's fans. So what am I reading? Oh, I thought I said the other day that I was partway through volume 4, but I'm actually about halfway through volume 3 of Dumas Malone's Thomas Jefferson biography. It's a 6 volumes. And this is Jefferson and the Ordeal of Liberty. So I'm about page 227 on that. This is Monticello, his home. I'm not doing a lot of reading right now. David Gemmell, Sword in the Storm, book 1 of the Regante. Again, I've been ready to finish this for a week, but the writing's taken over here. And out of, let's see here, a lot of ads here. Out of 439 pages, I'm on 385. So, not very many pages to go to finish that up. I should just do it. Same thing here. You'll notice I've got all these Poldark books up the top there. Just piles of them. They're not in the greatest shape, but I thought I'd do some rereading of the Poldark. This is Ross Poldark. Pretty cool cover. I'm on page 309 out of, how many? 309 out of 455. I haven't got much to do with it left on this one either. I'd like to finish it up. But the writing's taken priority. So what I do, I started something else. I think I saw this on Book Olive on her channel. And so I picked this up. We'll see how it goes. I know it has something to do with T.H. White also. And I'm a huge fan of the Once and Future King that he wrote and the Book of Merlin. I've got a paperback copy of his volume Bestiary. And I just read, I think it's England, My Bones or something like that. I wasn't over the top a fan of that one, but most of the things I've read by him I really enjoy. So now for the rest of the day, it's back to writing. We have a Nano Voxer group. I'll catch up with everybody and see how they're doing. And then I'm at what? 10,341 words, and I haven't written today. I haven't missed a day. If I don't have time, I'll do 300, 400, 500 words. So I have a couple days coming up that are days off from work. So I will concentrate on getting the story to paper. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Hope you're managing with the weather wherever you're at. And thank you, BookTube.